Hello everyone, my name is Veritas and welcome back to Destiny. Now today I wanted to do a short, and I mean short video, again on the Fallen Saber strike. Now I've talked about this in the past and I've discussed it in previous videos such as Saber sucks and discussing in other videos about strike specific loot drops and how difficult it can be to get those to drop themselves. Now, I've been told by Destiny's subreddit that when a Nightfall is active, any legendary engrams that come out of that boss will be the strike specific loot. Now, this is completely incorrect. In the past, I have gotten legendary engrams to drop off of bosses, and they have been just that, legendary engrams. Nothing special about them. Specifically speaking, during the Shield Brothers or Bond Brothers strike with Valis Maul and Val Ta'Orin, I've gotten legendary engrams to drop during the Nightfall that turn into simply legendary engrams and are not Maul's Maulers. Same thing with the Darkblade and things like that. So, that's bullshit, but people on Reddit have loved to tell me that the Nightfalls greatly increase the chances of a legendary engram dropping, and that engram being that specific strike's loot table item. Now, I've personally had terrible luck with things like that, because I have done plenty of Nightfalls in the past. I remember doing about 20 or so of Taniks, back when Taniks was the Nightfall, about 2 times ago. Not the last time, but the time before, and I do not believe that I ever, I might have gotten 1 or 2 cloaks from that in the 20 times I played it, and plenty of others were just legendary drops, or just 2 blues. Hashtag 2 blues, shout out to Twitch. Now, so I have 0 luck when it comes to getting the strike-specific loot drops from the Nightfalls, and I don't really, it's hard to say I don't believe, or the people on Reddit are wrong. It could just be RNG is an asshole and has chosen me to be the ambassador of terrible luck when it comes to Nightfall drops. So I can take that experience to Reddit and say, no, you're wrong, fuck you, stuff like that. Teabagging is a good thing, and yada yada, so forth. So here we are in the Fallen Saber strike while I attempt to use the YouTube/Twitch streamer, YouTuber, content creator luck, card against RNGesus himself, and am trying to invoke some good luck on myself for this strike. Now, I haven't found any cohesive or consensus evidence regarding any differences in the drop rates between director level strikes, i.e. the Fallen Saber being 36 by default, and being in the Heroic Strike playlist, having any difference in loot drops chances. I do know that the Nightfalls seem to increase the chances, but I don't know about Heroic Strikes versus director level, picking them. I would have to say that they're about the same, only because I remember when Omnigul was found to have the Grasp of Malik and the Omnigul Bond for Warlocks. I went and played that the next day, and I got a Grasp of Malik to drop on the second kill, and a pretty decent perfect roll, if I might add. I don't know if it's the one I have on me right now, but I can take a gander at it and see if it may in fact be that specific Grasp of Malik. It is not. I can move it over quickly using Destiny Item Manager, though. So give me a quick moment while they open the gate here to pull that Grasp of Malik over for you, so you can see the perfect roll I have on it. So this is my good Grasp of Malik, this reactive reload, the Feeding Frenzy, perfect balance, and red dot sight. I like the Feeding Frenzy because it gives you a nice quick reload, regardless of it being headshots or not. My other one obviously has Outlaw, but I don't much care for the sights on it. And it really comes down to, a gun is good if it has the right perks and the right scopes. I've gotten some perfectly rolled weapons perk-wise, but the scopes have been god-awful, and I therefore cannot use them, because I refuse to use one of those auto-rifle ACOG sights, even if it has perfect rolls. The gun I'm currently using is an Isluna. It's red. It's basically a Hawkmoon without the Hawkmoon part, without the fancy exotic-y and white, silver, and stuff like that. The information on the Isluna basically leads us to believe that it is a baby Hawkmoon, essentially, and it drops in PvP, so if you want an Isluna, a baby Hawkmoon, I would suggest going into PvP and farming games for it. The one I have right now actually has some pretty decent rolls on it. It has Outlaw, Reactive Reload, Braced Frame, and Sure Shot IS. Sure Sight, or Sure Shot, shot is my favorite sight for hand cannons because it was, I think it was on Fatebringer. I do believe it was on Fatebringer, and I do much appreciate that sight because I like it. It looks good. It's got decent target acquisition, so things like that. I'm trying to level up some exotic gear. I have been farming Saber for months now. I really wish I could go through and see, maybe there's a tracker website, maybe Destiny Tracker has it, but I really want there to be a website that says how many times I have played the Fallen Saber Strike. I know I have somewhere around 70 kills on Saber himself, but not every time you play the strike do you physically kill Saber. You know, someone else might shoot him at the last moment. You know, there's 2 other people usually to get the kill possibly on him. So I'd like to see somewhere if there's a way to see how many times I've ever played the Saber Strike. Hopefully that's available somewhere, because I really like to see how many hours of my life I've spent trying to get the Baron's Ambition machine gun, just because I feel like I've spent more time trying to do this than raiding, and I've spent a good many hours raiding. This is, yeah, like I said, this is my attempt to use, you know, it's being recorded, so it better work, luck on Saber, and hopefully he will be nice to me and give me a good rolled Baron's Ambition. That's always the fun part about RNG, especially for these strike loot specific stuff, is that, first of all, you have to get the item to drop, and then you have to hope it has good rolls on it. I've gotten 2 Mauler gauntlets for my Titan. The first one had sidearm, which is the most useless. The second one had fusion rifle, which is the second most useless. So I'm really hoping eventually it'll give me, you know, maybe shotgun or sniper rifle. I think it can have primary on it. I think I've seen it drop with pulse. So hopefully that will be a thing. Maybe hand cannon or scout rifle. If I can get Maulers to drop with scout rifle loader, I'll be very happy. Since they essentially have ruined pulse rifles. You know, the Grasp of Malik is still okay, but the No Time to Explain was my favorite pulse rifle, my favorite exotic and favorite gun in the game for Taken King, and they kind of ruined that with the near 15% decrease in attack power. So there we are about to fight Saber. You can tell I'm enthusiastic as fuck about this fight. I've played it so many times, and yet I still have not gotten it to drop. I really want to find that stat somewhere, see if I can actually find the stat that says you've done this strike 300 times versus a la cool, which you've done 6 times, you know, something like that. But just really hoping to get that Baron's Ambition. I farmed this with a friend recently, and he got like 1 or 2 in the course of like 2 hours, and I have yet to get 1, which makes me very upset as a person. So hopefully we can get one to drop here, since we are recording it. If not, I want you guys to let me know in the comments, have you been farming or looking for any strike-specific loot? And if you have you gotten it? And if you have both of those things been true, if those things are true, then have they been good rolls and are you using them? I know some people really like the Tanix Cloak, and they probably don't mind too much if it's, you know, what the stat rolls are on it or anything like that. They probably just want the cloak because it looks nice, and not necessarily because it has like auto rifle, you know, telemetry built into it or something like that. So, you know, if you've got anything to drop that you wanted to drop, did it drop with the right rolls? Did it drop with the right perks? Did it, you know, come with the things that you wanted it to come with, or are you still hunting for an ever elusive strike specific loot drop? Let's see if we get it. That could be it right there. It will. Please have good rolls. Not good. Not good. That's not bad. Brace frame is not bad. Persistence is not bad. Life support's kind of bad. Brace frame. That's not terrible. It's not perfect, but it's there. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't actually know what perks can come on that gun. I don't know what the perks can be. So, I think persistence might be one that's permanent, because I've seen it roll with persistence before. I don't know. I don't know what can come in the first slot, so I don't know what could possibly roll. Kind of like in year 1 when you had reroll weapons. I don't know like what to look for specifically, but life support's not terrible. I mean, it's not a good perk at all, but it doesn't really matter. I don't even know if crowd control or anything can drop in that slot. I've never looked it up. I've never looked for it. So I don't like I don't know what can drop in that slot. So I don't know what to do about that. Okay, well, I guess I was right in trying to abuse my power as using a capture card to show it off. While you guys are here, I'm gonna quickly go into the Destiny Armory. I'm gonna quickly go into the Armory, and I'm gonna find out what can roll on this. And this is gonna be the screenshot. That's gonna be the screenshot because I'm beyond happy right now. Let's look at Baron's Ambition. Baron, let's see, we get a Baron's Ambition. It can roll with, let's just check this here. Oh my god. It says it rolls with Void, but I got an Arc one. That's strange. Primary perk can be, let's see. So primary perk, I'm guessing, is this. I have no idea. Can it get anything good? It can get Counterbalance, but I have Braced Frame. It can get Spray and Play, but I don't really care. It can get Hip Fire, Danger Close, Life Support, Grounded, Guerrilla Fighter. And then the other thing is, okay, I can get Crowd Control. So this one's going to always be terrible, but this one can be better. It can be Rangefinder, Persistence, Grenadier, Hidden Hand, Crowd Control, Feeding Frenzy. I actually don't mind this being Persistence. I really don't mind because of Braced Frame, maxing out the stability. So Persistence will just, I mean, they're inconsequential, essentially. What you want is Braced Frame. Let's look at the selectable perk here. It's not that. Not that. Nope, not that one. So we end up with not that perk. We have that, and we have... Okay, so it can roll with pretty much everything in this middle tree, so the fact we got Braced Frame is really good. It would have been nice, since this does decrease the magazine size, if it rolled with something like Feeding Frenzy or Reactive Reload. Something, or Speed Reload or something like that, but fuck that shit, man. I'm making this thing 320 right now. If I get a better one, fuck it, but I'm making this thing 320 right fucking now. Let's go ahead and refresh dim. So yeah, let's make this 320 now, shall we? Let's go ahead and maybe fast forward through this so you guys don't have to watch this excessive nonsense. All right, so we're going to leave it at 310 for now, just in case, because tonight is Monday. This video will go up on Tuesday. Just in case the Nightfall today, technically, when this goes up, it'll be technically today. Just in case the Nightfall is Saber, and I do happen to get another one, just in case that is, that does happen, I don't want to use, because I can only make this 320 one time. And I did tell people when I got it I would make it 320, but also if it didn't have perfect rolls on it, I probably wouldn't. And 310 is more than enough for what I do with this would be. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this Isluna with its near perfect rolls on it. Keep this Baron's Ambition with Braced Frame, and then I think I'm going to be good for that. This is going to be, I made it the hand can't, probably the Mida, but this is... I felt the same way getting this as when I got, nearly the same as when I got Hangman, which is the last Dead Orbit shader I needed. But that did help me clear out some of my inventory. But I'll wait to see tomorrow. If it's not the Nightfall tomorrow, I'll go ahead and make it 320. Because tomorrow the War Priest will again be the challenge mode. In fact, I could just do it now because the War Priest will be challenge mode tomorrow. So I'm more than likely going to get 320 heavies. But like I said, this is I fucking don't even know, man. That's just excessively I can sleep tonight. Essentially is what I'm going for. But if you guys are hunting for any Strike exclusives, haven't been able to find it. If you have anything you're looking for, maybe Maul's Maulers, maybe the Taniks Cloak, maybe the Does Not Bow, things like that. if you've got anything like that, go ahead and leave a comment below. If you found what you're looking for, go ahead and leave a comment below. I'm seriously interested in seeing what it is. But man, there's not really a way to find out how many strikes you've done specifically. I'd like to see how many times I've ever done Saber, but yeah, if you guys have anything like that, go ahead and leave a comment below. I'm droning on because I'm like fucking super happy right now. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, a rating much appreciated. And yeah, until the next video, go ahead and yeah, until the next video, have a great day, everyone.